That's funny. I was like, wait a minute, that light bulb's out. And it's like, wait a minute, they're blinking. Wait, no, they're not. Are they going in and out? And did it go out again? What's happening? Okay, now they're blinking. So they just fading in and out real slow?
I think so.
I don't really want it to blink right now. They go fast and it. I don't really want them to blink right now. I had it where they were, and then I had to see the rest. Okay, there we go. What else? It's so nice. I like living here, Ma. Do you like living here?
Yeah.
It's kind of a trip how we got here, that's for sure. It's not even short of a miracle. That's what I told the lady at the post office today.
What did you tell them?
I went up to tell her that I think I'm getting closer to finding your parents. And I showed her the book that her dad wrote.
Oh.
And Joseph Garduno, something like that. Garduno, something like that. And he, but I messaged with a cousin that I found. And so we were messaging today, and she said the update on this. She said that, hi Skywalker twice and Tanya Moore, welcome to my tiny tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. And it's been a real high vibrational few days, and I'm just trying to stay grounded. I'm trying real hard. So, what did we learn today? We learned today the continuing saga. I dig it. I like where I live because I like in a kind of a area where it's just a family. It's like sister, brother in the duplex up front, and then brother, wife, kids in the place out back. And they got chickens and stuff, and I got to go feed the chickens and get a couple eggs this morning. And man, dude, see, that's what people don't understand. Once you eat good food, when you have good food that is like natural and not full of a bunch of crap, your body responds so much more positively than it does with all that. That's why everybody's run down and never has any energy. It's because a lot of that has to do with diet, and they don't hydrate enough with water. They don't drink enough water. People don't drink near enough water all day long. Mom, you drinking your water? You drinking your water? Huh, Ma? I sound like a broken record, huh? Drink. Just stay hydrated, Mom. You gotta drink water. You can't be sitting back there by Benny too much, because I gotta move this table back and forth, because if I put the table back there, then maybe she'll stay hydrated. I'm starting to get hot. So yeah, what happened today? I've been listening to The Cure. I love that. Well, I started listening to them when I was 15 years old, 1988, 1989, somewhere around there. And they're like one of my first concerts and stuff like that. They call us Cure babies. I'm like, that's stupid. Don't call me things like that. I just like The Cure. Don't put me in the groups. Don't put me in the groups where you call the groups the things, because I'm not them. So, don't put me in the groups. So what she said today was, she said, did you zero in on Nick and Anita Cisnero only because of their last name, or was there another reason? Nick and Anita are on my dad's side, but Cisneros is a pretty common name in the area. In fact, it's my mother's maiden name. Her family is from Cuesta. We're 10 miles from Cuesta. My Aunt Bella seems to think she tracked down Loretta's godparents, but no one knows who her parents were. I said, Mom, are you an alien from outer space, and they left you on this earth? And then you had me out of LA, so I'm an alien too, like you, Ma? Is that what happened? Yeah. That's what happened? Yeah. So that's why I got the ability of telekinesis. I get it from my mom. We've never been of this earth. We never have been of this earth. So it says, Her godparents were my grandfather's sister and husband. My Aunt Bella is open to speaking with you. So I get to call Aunt Bella tomorrow. I'm pretty excited. This is all your relation, Ma. These are all your families. She says Virginia is the godmother, has a couple of daughters still alive in the area. Virginia passed away, I was sad to hear. Your godmother?
Did she die?
Yeah.
How old was she?
I don't know. I'll find out all this stuff tomorrow, Ma. She said that she could potentially put me in touch with the daughters in Cuesta. So the story continues to unfold. I can't make this stuff up. God is so good, you know? So I had a pretty good start to the day. And I mean, the whole day's actually been pretty okay. It started out with, this was my horoscope this morning. I love it. They're out there playing football together. The dad's out there playing with the kids right now. Oh, I think they're done. Nope, they're still playing because the son wants to play football. So his dad goes out there. I mean, it's like TV, but it's real life. You know, I'm surrounded by what I always wanted to be a part of, and I'm, you know. But they had to rush out this morning because I think they overslept and they just took off. So I sent my landlady a message because it's her son. So you want to ask them if they want me to let the chickens out? Yes, please. Okay, so this morning, hey, Tanya, I wanted to say thank you for that thoughtful comment that you put on my page this morning, because I posted that on my Facebook page. I'm like, this is why I talk so openly the way I do and do what I do. Is because I'm not for everybody. I'm not a big tube. I'm not for the asses. I'm for the obscure. So, did my horoscope started out today? I don't get them every day. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't know. Technology is very fallible. Maybe it's all the sun blast. Maybe it's the sun blasting. See, I look at the sun when I watch Ben Davidson's videos, which I don't watch every day because I find they can get redundant. But when I watch his videos and I see like the tornadoes, I see like the tornadoes on the sun and stuff like that, and I see like the mass coronal ejections and the CMEs, and I see in my mind they're like blasting Venus, and they're blasting Uranus, and they're blasting all these other planets with all of these energies, and it's activating these potentials in each and every one of us. And vibrations are turning up. It's not always comfortable. I don't like feeling up. If I did, I would have done more coke. I don't like that up feeling. I like feeling baseline because I am always up here. I like feeling down here, and it takes a lot of effort to keep me here because I get so excited about stuff, man. I get so excited. I've been so excited for 2 days. My body is just humming and buzzing and buzzing and humming. It's just amazing. I don't even know. I don't even know because life has been so hard. It's been such a struggle for such a long time, and now the goodness is coming. And it's been a hard 5 years, man. It's been a very hard 5 years. So, what was I talking about? Oh, my horoscope this morning. It said, mentally, you are firing on all cylinders. Your communication skills are exceptional. Use this period for strategic planning and building strong personal relationships. Well, I don't know much about that strong personal relationship part. I'm not good with, Anyway, but that part I could do. I was like, okay. this is the opportunity. I took that opportunity and I used it, and I listened to and I used it to call the DMV today for New Mexico, because everything is such a task. Everything is so daunting, and it's like, okay, I just want to do this. This is all I want to do. And then it's like, no, you have to do this, but then you have to do this, and this. And that is the stuff that freaking throws me into a tizzy. So I called the DMV this morning because I'm trying to get my Suburban licensed and stuff. And so, I tried to, it says, look at, I call, and when you're calling on hold, it's like, we have 30 services online you can do. And I'm like, that's great. None of them can help me. So I tried to do it online. I always try to do online first. And then it's like, no, let me talk to a person. So I tried to do it online, and I got as far as them asking what kind of plate I wanted, and then they don't give you an option for veterans plates. And then so I called after being on hold for a while, which I don't mind because I just put it on my headset and I go, I'm sweeping, I'm just doing chores and folding laundry while I'm waiting, so it's no big deal. I'm pretty patient today. So the lady, Melanie, nice lady I talked to named Melanie, and I said, well, this is what I was trying to do, and I wasn't able to do it. And she's like, well, yeah, it's a special little office where the special little people get to work. So the packet I sent in my envelope today was like this. It was like the title, copy of my driver's license, insurance, the VA plate, application, and what was the fifth one? There's another. I can't remember. Oh, the request for title and registration. That's what it was. And I was like, damn. So hopefully the new plates will be here. And I got the ones that say female veteran on them this time. Last one they said disabled veteran, but I don't want people getting the impression that I'm disabled, because I'm different abled. I still park in the back of the parking lot and walk, whether it's raining or a nice day, because I just come to care about myself that much. Take a little bit of effort, extra effort, take some extra steps. Even when I worked in the landmark building, I didn't go up them a lot. I did a couple times, but I worked on the 11th and 13th floor in the landmark building in Omaha, right there downtown, G4S Secured Solution. That was the last W-2 I collected in 2016. And I like to go down the stairs from there and sometimes up, but not a lot, because it gets redundant. And then I hate doing the same thing over and over and over. It just drives me freaking crazy, man. So I guess the bridge ain't open until the middle of April. It was supposed to be February 1st, and then they said March, and now it's the middle of April. That's how they always do it. Like, why the fuck have, excuse my language, why have deadlines and stuff like that if you can't honor them, So stop acting like, it's just ridiculous. Oh my. Easy there, Turbo. Marjo, cool your jets. So it was a pretty, the lady told me everything I need, and I said, well, we'll have them call me. I put my name on these papers and my phone number. I wrote it in big black marker, and I said, well, I put, just have them call me. I think that's you, Ahmad. Hi. If there's any problems, so that way I can address it then. And so I don't know. We'll see. It's always something. Anyway, resting on laurels. No, first I want to talk about that link that I put in the in the chat. It's like 17:17. It's 17 minutes and 17 seconds long. And it's like an interview between 3 Iraqi war veterans. Of course they're all men. I didn't go to combat. I didn't go to Iraq and shoot people. I didn't do that. I was flight line support. What I did was much, much worse. And it chokes me up. So I'm going to add my little part to that interview right here, right now. I'm gonna probably cry because I'm a big baby. I cry all the time, man. Cancer rising. Oh my god. And with Aries Sun, I freaking rage cry. So I talked to before I talk about the video from this morning. I called Mr. Iskey yesterday to tell him about the mom stuff because I was so excited. He was at a friend's house. He said he'd get back to me today, and he called back when I was talking. We missed each other a couple times this morning but he left a message and he said that this week he's lost 5 people. 5 people that he knows have died in the last week. 5 people. I freaking just started bawling. I was like, oh my God. Because I know 5 people that die in 1 week. I'm going to need a day. I'm going to need to take some time. Because that is a huge contribution that they have made to go at the same time. To go back to source, which I think of as love. The big light bulb. You know? I think the highest frequency is truth, and I don't think it's love because I think there's too many people that have never experienced the frequency of love, but they understand when somebody's lying or telling the truth. So, anyway, love The Cure, man. Saw him at Cal Expo, Sacramento. I just was wearing my Sacramento shirt too. So he's fine. He's good. It was like a neighbor. The only relative was his aunt. It was like a neighbor, his ex's mom, and like that. So, but still, man, until I talked to him, I didn't know. I was just like, oh my God, that just sucks. 5 people in 1 week. I know a lot of people are going to be dying, but shit. Anyway, so about that video where I posted the link. My contribution was in the air farce, for those, if anyone's tuning in that are new, I was an age ranger. Age stands for aerospace ground equipment. There's no air power without ground power, was their little slogan. They gave me this little plaque over here. They spelled my name wrong. I fucking hate that shit. I worked with them 6 years, and you don't know that I don't spell my... E. I'm not a margarita, abbreviated. It's all right. It's all right. I don't mind. So they gave me this little plaque and everything. It has all this. It's wooden engraved. It's pretty. See, this is why the military gets $1 trillion budgets, so they can get this shit and it doesn't come out of anybody's pocket. Except for all the poor people and taxpayers and shit like that. This is what the military is about. This shit. Awards. Yeah, I want awards. I want maintainer of the quarter out of 1,800 people out of the freaking biggest fucking maintenance squadron on the planet, 55th MXS. Give me a fucking break, man. You know, I just like. I watch all these people with their YouTubes and they read books and they I'm like, dude, I'm out there doing shit. Okay, but don't listen to me. What do I know, right? So my experience with Operation Iraqi bullshit. Oh, God. This gets me every time. I was on the island of Crete for shock and awe. I was there when all the the first wave came in, the Marines went in, did what they did, and then they brought him back onto the island of Crete and left him in a hangar for like 2-3 weeks, and these guys were all in shell shock. So I got first experience. Like those guys that went and did that, I got to hang out with them right after they did that. And not only that, I saw it one day. I was driving the flight line, servicing the equipment, doing my thing, and I see a guy walking across the flight line. He's carrying all of his gear, and I was like, Let's see if the guy needs a ride. I'm like, hey, dude, you need a ride? He's like, yeah, sure. It'd be great. I'm like, where are you going? He's like, right there. And I was like, points at the B-1 bomber. The B-1 bomber. Look it up. The B-1 bomber. He was the pilot. I think there was only, at the time, there was only 11. Or is that the B-2? I get them, I know, the styles are completely different, but the stats, I don't care about the ability that these things that, have to kill. That kills me and breaks my heart. So I give him a ride, and I was like, hey, can I go up into the cockpit? And he's like, sure. You have to have clearance, okay? It's all about who's in charge and how they feel that day. Rules, regulations, policies, and procedures are only to get those in trouble that the people that are in charge don't like, that circumvent those on a daily basis. Understand this. This is how it is every day, and it's only gotten worse. Because I never thought I'd see the day where fucking officers in the United States military, people that are born men dressed as women, so I went up into the cockpit of that B-1 bomber. And I'm just like, oh, all the bells, all the whistles, this is where, And then I talk about this later in a video. You can see it on my face that it hits me. That I was energetically in the seat where that man was as he killed thousands of people, and he was walking across that flight line just as anybody's walking across the parking lot to go inside their office building to go to work, only he was going out to kill people in a place we had no business being in, so they could tear it down and decimate it, so that Americans can go over there as contractors and get paid $400,000 a year because it's a dangerous environment, tax-free, so they can rebuild a nation that we tore down. And that's why I cannot stand the administration in this country. I love this land. The administration, there will be hell to pay. There will be hell to pay. And it ain't going to be me dishing it out. Because, hey, I got the voice of God thrown at me. It was like every voice in the world at me all at once. Because I got mad at something. And I threw a little fit, and I heard, vengeance is mine. And I was like, well, cool. It's not mine. Cool. I got it. All right. And I've been trying to remember that ever since. And I don't always do a good job because I get mad because I just want to go to college. I just wanted to get that so I could get a good job to take care of mom. And now I take care of mom. I don't even use that. So anyway, the email I got, and then I get emails from the VA, free golf for veterans. Fuck you. I don't play golf. I know a lot of homies on the street, though, don't got a place to live, but all that whole system is, it's to feed that system so those people get paid, and it doesn't trickle down to the veterans. It just doesn't. And if they wanted it to, it would. But then they couldn't drive their stupid electric cars and get their have their annual reviews and have their casual Fridays and shit like that. That's what the industrial military complex is all about. It's all about that. Freedom? I didn't feel real free the last few years. It was everything it could keep me to do to stay sane with that stupid mask bullshit. It's like, look at... I haven't had a cold in almost 20 years. You people are the funky monkeys. You motherfuckers stay home. I'm healthy. Let me walk around free. Nope. So, like, one day I used to wear a gas mask around Oregon and stuff like that. Dummies. Just ridiculous, man. That stuff I was doing 20 years ago, we were playing like that. We were pretending, what if something like this happened? And I knew then they're going to do this to everybody one day. Because that's how they've always done it. Beta test. Beta test, roll out to everybody. This hasn't happened since 1798. An extraordinary new era is drawing upon us, and you're definitely going to feel it in Pluto. Pluto, the planet of rebirth, is entering progressive Aquarius for the first time in 225 years. The last time these two energies merged sparked the procession of historical revolutions still impacting us today. Because people ain't been revolting enough. They got lazy. They got lazy. They got complacent. They just, let's just sit here and do nothing. Let somebody else do the work. But you know what's happened? We've gotten to the point we're down to very few people doing the work. And a lot of people living that best life. It's an imbalance, and it's going to come smacking back around. Yep. I know how energy works. I went to school for it. I know how electronics, I know how magnetics work. I know how all this stuff works. I put it all together. I think I listened to this, and then I listened to stories about, I don't know, so much stuff. So many. Robert Phoenix was pretty cool today. There was a woman that was a SRA survivor, satanic ritual, SCA, satanic cult rituals. I don't know. They do fucked up. People do messed up stuff. People do really gross stuff. And there's so many people that are so sheltered. They live in a bubble and they don't know this stuff exists. And I put in the comments, I said, I can relate to her, what she's talking about. I was raped. I was 10 months old. I read the police report when I was 12, 13. And it's all written in, it's just all matter of fact, penetration to a 10-month-old female infant. I was like, why does mom have this? And I was like, I read the date. And it was 1975. I was born, and it was 10 months after I was born. I was like, nobody has ever talked to me. I don't even think mom knows. I don't know. I just read the police report on it, and I know my hip pops. And I don't like guys. I don't like penis. That's all I know, I don't hate men. There's a lot of men that I love in life. There's just a lot more that I don't. I mean, not. So, one else's train. So, and you'd be surprised how awful people are if they think that like how dickish men have been to me in my life just because they know that I will never sleep with them. Guys are a lot nicer to women if they think that there's a potential penis pocket there for them. They really are. I've had to freaking and then girls don't like me either because they judge looks by covers, and so I don't have a lot of friends. And I'm like aggressive because I have six more masculine. I have six. My masculine to female ratio is 6-4 as far as placements. So I do the best with what I got. That's all I can do. I'm just not real. I don't know. Things are changing though. That's how it's been. Things are changing. It's not. I 49. This might be my year. I thought ever since I was a little girl, I was like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 49 because my birthday's on 4/9. Whoopee! And I'm still excited about it because I never lost that child essence that makes freaking kids so rad. I never lost it. See, the thing is, I'm not warmly received, though, because I use it, and with other people that have, like, that's not how adults act, I get, I don't like it. I don't know. But, so, anyway, where am I at time-wise? Yep, I'm about 30-minute mark. My voice is getting tired. What else happened today? Drove into town. Did all the DMV stuff. I was going to wash it today. I think it's supposed to rain. That'd be cool if I could just pull out and let the rain rinse all the mud off. Save $5 at the car wash. There's no hose spigot out here, so I have to... There's no hose spigot out here, so I have to do it someplace else. I'm trying to see what the weather is supposed to be like. I think because of what I said on Robert Phoenix the other day to that lady, I lost like 4 subscribers in 2 days. And so when I was listening to his chat this morning, I was like, I know how this woman feels. I was raped when I said that stuff. And then people are like, oh, they're always, oh my God. I said, really? Because you guys were just freaking shitting on me yesterday. You know, what's changed? You know what I mean? It's like, if you can't have sympathy or have a soft heart for me all the time, don't fucking ever have one for me, okay? Don't do me that favor. See, people talk about autistic people that don't like hugs. I love hugs. I'm autistic. I love hugs. I just don't want them from a person that is a liar, that's a fake. I don't want a hug from somebody that's going to act like they like me and then turn around and do something or talk about me or say whatever. And I find out about it because the truth always comes out. So, eyelashes. Always get my eye. Anyway, I think I've run on long enough. It was a good day. I was trying to stay away from out of town for the weekend. But I got to go in and get stuff. A couple things. Because I just pretty much live off sandwiches. Or like bites of sandwich. What did I eat? Mom got chicken enchiladas. I did eat a burrito. I ate a breakfast burrito from Super Save. They're like $6. They fill me up. I can go, I haven't had much of an appetite lately. But, and then I was like, you can't, they just don't make, I got these socks for Christmas and I love these socks. And I'm standing there and I'm like, why is it cold? And I look, they're supposed to be these like industrial string socks. That's how hard I am on stuff. 3 months. 3 months. They didn't even, 3 months tomorrow, it would have been, they lasted. My dad's birthday's tomorrow. And the anniversary of the channel is the 26th. And I always go a month before, so I'll be like, hey, wouldn't it be great if I got 1,000 by this anniversary? And I've done that for like 6 anniversaries. And I just like do that because it's like, it's so funny because the shit that people would rather watch, it just cracks me up. It cracks me up. I'm like, the world ain't ready for you, Marge. The world ain't ever going to be ready for you, Marge. You ain't for the general pop. I ain't for gin pop. Nope, that is for sure. Huh, Ma? How's Tucker doing over there? You keeping him from licking on his paw? Thank you. She's been petting him for like they love it. They just want to sit on the couch with Grandma. Grandma Retta. It's so cool. Weather's starting to get super pretty. That's what I was doing. I freaking move my apps around. That's why I move my apps around. So, okay. Snow starting in 44 minutes? Really? Fucking what? Oh my god, there's dark clouds. There were big white. I sent my Earth Angel today. I sent her, cause she lives in Illinois, and she don't get the big. Oh God, it's turning to shit. Okay, Jesus. 36 tomorrow? That's crappy. Well, that actually no, cause the heater works real good in the Suburban. And I can go to the store. I can just bundle up and go out to the store early, and then I won't have to contend with all the people. See, I like to go out when other people aren't. Anyway, so that'll work for me. And then like we'll have a heat up Tuesday, Wednesday, 53, 60. Yeah, I like it. I can almost see my birthday on the 2-week forecast. We're at April 7th. I think that's Champ's birthday. Is that Raquel's? Anyway, a lot of Aries fire, a lot of Aries stuff. There's what, Uranus, the moon. I posted it last night. They're out in my backyard or front yard. All conjunct in Aries constellation, so feels good. Whoa, there's a lot of shots. Uh-oh. What did you do to your ankle there? Do you need to cool your jets too, Ahmad? Hi, Sandra. Thank you. Thank you, because I sky walked twice. I am. Sandra, thanks. You have Robert Smith's autograph set? That's cool. See, I used to have, you can see, I used to wear I got a picture over here on the fridge. When I was in Nova, look, here's kind of sporting the freaking Robert Smith do, kind of. I was like 15. That's before my teeth. I had the same top teeth as Jewel. I was a bad perm. I used to see. I don't fuck with my hair because I did that shit when I was 15. I got it all out of my system, and I see all these people that like were so controlled and their parents would never allow them to do that. They're like in their 70s, 60s doing this stuff. They're free. They're free. And it's like. It don't. You look like a freaking dyed out Easter egg, man. That stuff. I got a homie back in Ingrid. She does hair back in Omaha. She posts pictures of her colored. The color game is definitely leveled up. I don't mess with my hair. I like my hair. Except I always go back and forth between I want to go back to being a short hair again, but I like it. But it's getting long. It's getting long. Oh, headband's in there still. It's getting long. And then I got my racing stripe. I don't know. I think it looks cool. I'm the only ones who gotta look at it. And I got my racing stripe. Look, Ma. It's getting long, huh? I freaking, cause all winter long, it's up, and in hats and stuff, so it grows. Mom's, it's doing something trippy. I need to make friends in real life so they can just clean this up for me, cause I just cut it myself. The sun's gonna be out soon. I'll be out working in the yard. That's my poor man's P90X and turning soil and Yeah, life is pretty good these days. You have Robert Smith's autograph. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. On a pack of matches. Who's snorting? Is that Tuck? That's so cool. That is such a cool story. Well, I heard a cool story. Carl. Carl told me a cool story. See, I believe cooperation is nature's way. And Carl was talking with the fella, and a bee flew up into the fella's face, and the guy started doing all this, and Carl's like, stop, just wait a minute, right? And Carl holds out his hand, and he's like, come, and he's energetically communicating, he's like, come land on my hand. And the bee, sure as shit, came and landed on his hand. And Carl's like, if you just stay calm, who would get mad for being mistaken a flower? What's wrong with you, dude? That's a fearful vibration. That's a fearful being, I've held completely still and still been bit by the yellow jacket. So, anyway. And then the bee, flew back at the guy. And he's like, now just, stay calm. And the guy, didn't, he kind of winced, but didn't, he didn't respond how he did the first time. And then Carl said, okay, now come back and land on it again. Or no, wait, that's not what I don't think that's what happened. I think maybe it did. I can't remember. Dang it. I think it came back. And then he'll correct me in the comments. Yeah. So is it getting hot? I think I have the fan on, don't I? Yeah. Oh, see, you've been petting for an hour, and he's like, every time he stops, he hits her arm and stuff. He's real needy. And I think he landed on it, and then he kind of flew off. But I was just like, yeah, cooperation is nature's way. Thanks for sharing that. 2002, last W2 there. That's cool. That's cool. See, you soccer players, I know what it's like to turn ankles. I have bad ankles. I have really bad ankles, so I can relate to that, Ahmad. And I have so many. I wonder how many bone spurs and stuff like that I have from just turning my ankles time and time again. So things are great. Ahmad, if you're still here, I'll show you. I upgraded the minivan. And I think I might maybe have a potential buyer for the minivan. Actually, the thumbnail in the video was from the day before yesterday, the first day I got it. My buddy got stuck in the mud, so I got to use it to go pull them out. So there she is after pulling out my buddy. There it goes. There it goes. I stopped off and to see Tom at Taos Tack today and to show him. He liked it too. It's a heck of a deal. And the girl at 9 to 5 print shop, she's like, "Is that your Suburban?" I said, "Yeah, I just bought it." She's like, "It's really nice." I'm like, "Thank you. I like it too." And then I went down to the Cricket store, the Cricket phone store. That's my phone service here. And it's closed up shop. So I'm glad I bought my other Bluetooth speaker, because now they're gone forever. So now I got 2 of them. So I can have one, because I should show you how you think these lights are fun. The lights that I use for shower time. and I listen to music when I take a shower, and it's a whole kind of ritual kind of thing. Not that I would take a shower on YouTube. I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. I just would like show the light part. I ain't into that weird stuff, man. Yeah, Operation Iraqi. I call it Operation Iraqi bullshit. I called it that on a town hall call the other day. I said there were no weapons of mass destruction. Fucking assholes. And then this dude chimed, I was in the security forces for 20 years. I'm like, so what? You guys broke our freaking heater ducts all the time. You suck. I didn't tell them you sucked, but they suck. Fucking cops, they were the police are the second lowest test score on the military entrance exam. Understand that. Only above the people in services. The people in services are the ones that beat up the eggs they pour the eggs on the carton and put it on the grill. They take the food out of the containers and heat it up in the chow hall. And they wipe down the equipment at the gym. Those are the people that are in services. So police are above them. They do 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. They go back to where they come from, and they join their fraternal order of bullshit and frickin' continue with their debaggetry just like they did. They're just fucking. They never get in trouble. They would ruin our heater ducts. Those heater ducts, they would smush them down. They would stomp on the ends of them and smush them down. So these heaters they're meant for aircraft. They're supposed to plug into the sides of the airplane because when the dudes are doing maintenance on the airplane, they get cold. When they're testing all the systems and changing wires and doing all their stuff. It's cold in there, so we plug up these heaters, and these pretentious little frickin' prima donna little frickin' security forces. My dad's a cop. Your dad's a D-bag. No, he's one of the good ones. Then how come he's not turning in more of it, the bad ones? Because that's what I would consider a good cop. So, what was I saying? Oh, they would bend down the end of the, Okay, I gotta switch gear. Never enough. Okay, I'm digging this cure stuff. They'd squish down because the end of the ducts, they're like air conditioner and heater ducts. They go on the air conditioners that we worked on and supplied were like the size of a room, understand. They're ginormous. So to cool the airplanes when they're on the ground getting their maintenance done. So they would smash down the ends of them so they would go from round to like flat oblong so they could stick them in the windows of their cars and just sit there wherever their post was and get it all nice and hot and then just sleep for their shift away. And then somebody would call and be like, hey, you there? Yeah, we're here. All nice and cozy. And who is out there driving around freaking checking the oil, and just like, dude, they fucking broke another one. They're $12,000, these things are. And they never got in trouble. And then now I see them driving their freaking $70,000, $80,000 trucks. Dude, if you get a truck to drive, you should have to be responsible for washing that. Like all the time. But they don't. Goes to motor pool. Somebody else does it. I sent an email to the city the other day because they want to propose a $2 raise for the police in this town, and they don't deserve it at all. At all. No police person in New Mexico does. State patrol. No. How about fitness standards? How about that? Yeah? They don't want me in charge. I'll make people accountable. Because I've been accountable. My whole freaking life I've been accountable. Anyway. Aw, thanks, Sandra. Some days I feel less awesome than others. But Aries season I feel more awesome most days than any other time of the year. The rest of the year I'm just like Pisces season. I was at the vet yesterday getting Tucker's stitch out, and I said, so they're like, how are you? I said, I am good. I am really good. I said, I hate Pisces season, man, because it's all the feelings. It is all the feelings. I'm telling the vet, like the vet tech gal, and I'm like, but I'm on more. I'm better now. So I must have done 6 sets today. 6 or 7. I just when I think about it, I'll be like, okay, before I do this, do a set quick. Okay, before I go do a set. When I get back to so I am definitely seeing the changes in my physical being. Huh, Stanley? Stanley? Go say hi, Stanley. Cutest cat in the neighborhood. He said, no, I'm not in a mood. I'm definitely not in a mood. Not in a mood? Not in a mood? He likes to wake me up at 2 o'clock in the last couple days. He is definitely not in the mood. He does not. He doesn't like being on the camera. Huh? He said, no, I'm not in a mood. He freaking plops. He's rubbing up against me, and then he'll throw himself on the ground. And he'll rub up against it, and he plops. Ma, he's plopping over here. You're missing it. You're missing the plop. Anyway, I should probably get going soon. Yeah. Kevman, you're a Leo. So's my homie and Snookum. He's a Leo too. Yeah, he's a balanced Leo, I think. Yeah, he's a balanced Leo. Yeah, he's DM. He's a good guy. He's a Leo too. That's why I don't like clump everybody. Oh, they're a Leo. I don't base everybody on Cubs can never be kings. That dude that puts out a lot of good information. He really does. He is a knowledgeable. He's got a lot of freaking growing up to do. Cubs can never be kings. I ain't a huge fan. I ain't a huge fan of freaking somebody talking about humility when he and his freaking baby mama both drive freaking $200,000 freaking $240,000 Mercedes, and that you're freaking putting your how much money you make, and you probably don't even look at that homeless people because they're too scummy for you. They're beneath you, huh? You probably wouldn't pick up a hitchhiker that smelled of urine because he hasn't, showered and stuff in days. He tries to stay clean, but he just can't really come across the means. You probably wouldn't put him in your big dumb truck. So. Anyway. So I don't, because I used to think like that. I'd be like, oh, that guy's, then all Leos must be like him. And then I meet, Leos, and then I met this other Leo chick. She's a piece of shit here in Taos. She was the one that said that she'd stay with my sister and then totally flaked, or stayed with me when my sister died back on September 23rd, 2022. That she would stay with Mom. I ran real quick, 36 hours to Phoenix flying, and then I even bought the plane ticket, and then she just fucking flaked. Yeah, she's a Leo female, so I don't have a lot to go on. So I hope I meet females in the future that are Leos that are nothing like her, because I got to get out of my, I know they're not all like her, but like for having her, she's like, I really don't like her. She's a piece. So, but Kevman, you're a Leo too. That's cool. So you are Leo. DM's a Leo. Okay. All right. I'm meeting a lot of Aries too. I'm meeting a lot of fire, so my fire must be drawing fire. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm gonna go early to the market, so I'll probably have more stories to tell. These cookies I made, I don't know. I don't. Yesterday they're just mini chocolate chip, but they're just I don't. I used a different flour and they're just really heavy. They're super like heavy. They're effective. I bring them to the their gratuity for the folks at the vet from time to time. Sometimes I'll just stop in even when I don't got an appointment, be like, "Here you guys go. Have a good day. Peace." They're nice to me there. You know, I mean, I give them a lot of money, but I guess they don't really have to be nice to me. There's plenty of people that people give lots of money to that people that aren't there ain't nice in part of the equation. So crap has happening in the world. What's going on in the world? I get notifications all the time. There's floods all over the United States. Everywhere there's floods. Oh my God, there's floods all over. Australia's on fire. There's tornadoes all over the place. Freaking California's about to be a lake. Fucking Jesus Christ. The world is changing so freaking much, man. Oh my gosh. I'm glad I've seen the parts of it that I've seen when I got to see it. I'm glad I got to go to San Francisco like when I got to see it. It'd probably make me real sad to see what it is today. I probably wouldn't like it. Last time I was there, a girl came down from Portland and I came over from Omaha and we had a nice date. It was a nice... See, I believe in courting. I ain't into the fucking chuck and chasing sensations and all that. That's not even who I was telling somebody about that. I said, I'm the one that we'll probably wait about 3 months to see if we even want to kiss each other. Or I'm gonna. You know? And sometimes it gets real hard. It's a discipline. That is how I understand that foundations of relationships. That's how you decide if you like the person. And then you're not messing up your energetic field, tainting it with somebody else's history. You know? Make sure you don't want to go into something. You know, or maybe they don't want to either. I don't have a long history, but some of the girls I've been with... I dated this one girl, man. She was so fast. Boys, girls, it didn't matter. She kept it too. I don't know if she still did. She had this like calendar that she'd put hearts on it on the days that she had sex. And I'm like, there's a lot of days here that you got a couple hearts. That means same person or nope, different people. All right, cool. Chasing sensations, man. That's how you get stuff you can't get rid of. Not that it bothers me. I don't care. I mean, sometimes people got stuff you can't get rid of. Sometimes you got green eyes. Whatever. People, you know, that's what life is about, is freaking learning, making mistakes. To each his own. August 4th. Okay, that's funny. The person who I was talking about, her AA sober birthday is August 5th. That's hilarious. You come on out to Taos and for a visit, and I got all kinds. I'll hook you up. There's a lot of weed around here, man. There's weed all over the place here. I didn't get I'm just gonna get clones. That's what I'm gonna do, and then next year I'll get more prepared. But I don't have. There's too much other stuff going on. I should have already had the seeds in the ground with the new moon, or started and. No, I missed the window, so I'll just... Next year... Yeah, freaking... Learning about yourself is way cool. I don't know what I would do without astrology. Astrology, you know, Genesis... God has directed my life to the point where we are now. And it's just... The story continues, and it's just freaking amazing. I just can't even believe it. I just can't even believe how our story is turning out. It's a freaking miracle, man. It is a bona fide miracle. So tomorrow I'm gonna call Aunt Bella, 10 miles away. And then maybe we'll get more pieces of the breadcrumb to the trail, which is the mystery of Mom's life. So we've narrowed it down. We found her godparents. The godmother's passed. She has 2 daughters. And maybe her daughters paid attention to what her mom said like I did when my mom was talking when I was little. That's what I got for now. Hope you have a rad night. Peace.